So, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, what is good evangelism and what is bad evangelism? So let me give you what I would say is an example of bad evangelism. Standing on a street corner with a microphone and shouting at people, telling them that they're all sinners, that Christ has died for their sins, and that there's going to be a judgment in which they either can go to heaven or go to hell. That is an example of bad evangelism. Let me explain why. Is it because it's telling a lie? No. But because we live in a consumer culture in which people expect to be engaged as equals. They expect to be heard. Now, I am aware of the irony, because here I am shouting at people, but this is Speaker's Corner. You've come here to listen to people speak. But is that what you expect when you go onto the high street? No. You're going about your business, meeting your friends, going shopping, going to the cinema, or whatever else. Going to see your grandmother. You're not going there because you're expecting someone to start shouting at you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the questions that I get asked in this park, and Billy was a perfect example. Did he ask about sin? Did he ask about Christ's crucifixion or salvation or judgment or heaven and hell? No. He asked about the soul. He asked about the Bible. He asked about other matters. If we are going to be good evangelists, we should make the effort to listen to what are the concerns and the questions that are on people's minds. And we should know enough about our faith to address their question, their concern, based upon our knowledge of Christianity. And that is what good evangelism looks like. So don't go on to street corners shouting at people. Set up a table. Have books that cover all kinds of topics, and then talk to people. Treat them with respect. Engage them in conversation. I'll give you a working example. I went to support a Sri Lankan church in Manchester. They had been doing evangelism of the worst kind that I aforementioned for 21 years. 21. And they never in 21 years saw someone become a Christian. And they said to me, come up and support us in evangelism. We're being harassed by Muslims. So I said I would, on condition that they would only do evangelism as I prescribed. And they agreed. And in 4 hours of evangelism, one person became a Christian. 4 people said that they wanted to go to church the following Sunday. And 4 people asked for follow-up. And 72 people were engaged in spiritual conversations. So you tell me, is wisdom proved by her children? And if wisdom is proved by her children, then hasn't my form of evangelism demonstrated that it works consistently? And isn't it time that the evangelists of this country recognized that I am right, and that being dogmatic about preaching at people and singing at people is the wrong way to do evangelism? If you don't believe me, try it for yourself.
Well done, Bob. Well done, Bob.
So he's asking me what reading should we start in our evangelism. The brother has not understood my methodology. My methodology is not about you starting the evangelism. My methodology is about you listening to the other person and listening to what their concerns are and what their question is. And then knowing enough about your faith that you go to the reading that is appropriate to their issue or question. So your very question means that you haven't understood the methodology that I'm teaching. No. The methodology that I have said to you cannot be prescribed. It isn't formulaic. You must be, as an evangelist, a deep scholar of the faith, and then you must listen to what they want to talk about. So stop with your formulas. Stop with your formulaics. Know your faith deep enough and broad enough that you can talk about nearly any question. And if you can't, then you simply say to the person, hey, great question. I don't know. Let's exchange numbers. Let me take you out for a coffee. I'll go away and do the research and I'll come back with the answer. Go on. On evangelism.